listen, I could go net debt tomorrow, just pay off all my debt and, not have cash. And basically I'm just about debt free. But listen, you'll always have debt no matter what, whether it's mortgages on your buildings and how you finance that. And, good businesses today, every business out there, whether you're Walmart, Amazon, Tesla, every company has somewhat debt. It's the levels of debt that you could ultimately support within the company. And I think that's the big thing is what is the level of debt that's, that you can live with, that you can sleep with. And I think the big thing is when our stock got down into the 40, 50 cent levels, if we were running with 6, 7 times debt and debt levels like that, that's when companies are in trouble. And I think what the important thing for us is what I always slept well at night, my levels of debt and generating free cash and generating cash was something that was important to me. And I think the important thing is, from a standpoint, it's manageable debt that you can finance through your free cash flow. And I think that's what's important. Will we ever be debt free? From a business standpoint, it's not probably smart strategically to be debt free, because if you take your cash and reinvest it back in other things, I think it's a good thing for business. But it's not smart to be out there with high levels of debt that can get you into trouble. I'm very comfortable, having debt levels at 3 times, and I've, all my companies throughout the years, I've leveled, that's the levels I'd like to be at. And how do I pay down debt? And that's from a personal standpoint. Debt is debt, and I've always hated debt. And I like to sleep at night. And debt is not death. Death keeps you up at night too, but debt is something definitely keeps you up at night if you have too much of it.